A question that a lot of God-fearing people ponder over: how to be a biblical man or woman. If you're thinking on these lines, you're on the right track. It's one of the initial steps we take into the path of righteousness and seek guidance from God. In fact, every believer needs to ask this question. A soccer player asks himself how he can become a better soccer player. A student asks himself how he can get better marks. A doctor asks himself how he can save more people. So it's only right that you ask yourself how you can become a more biblical man. A man that is loved by God and after his own heart. Let's look at 3 of those ways. Number 1. The obvious yet most crucial step. Level up in your relationship with God. The first thing needed to become a biblical man is a relationship with the Supreme, the omnipotent, and the omnipresent God. Your relationship with your Lord is based on how you know Him, how much do you fear Him, and how much you love Him. And there is only one way to do this according to 1 John chapter 5 verse 3. It says, "This is love for God, to keep His commands." Simple. Number 2. Reflect on your work ethic. The second most important requirement is a strong work ethic. The book of Genesis tells us that after Adam sinned, this is the command that was bestowed upon the man. "In the sweat of your brow will ye eat bread." This simply means that if you are to feed your family, you should be prepared to work hard and work smart. This commandment is only given to the men, not women. You see, there are rules for each gender. Women are supposed to follow the men. Man is their ruler and must bear the pain of childbirth. Men, on the other hand, are responsible for hard work and toil so they can feed their families. A man's hard working ethic begins from childhood. As soon as a male child is able to work and contribute to the household, he should be encouraged to do so. Especially for young boys in their youth, the commandment of working hard brings along its own benefits. It brings discipline in their lives. It will teach you self-respect. It makes you mature, prepares you to live independently, to run your own families in the future, and makes you more responsible. By the time the young boy turns into a fully grown man, he already has the traits and skills to manage his household. He knows how to spend his income wisely, in bills and other expenses. And performing this duty is so important because it keeps the household in order. God loves to see things in order. Follow His wisdom. Number 3. Understand the moral and sexual responsibility. Apart from the responsibility of a household, the man must also be morally and sexually responsible. This is where the marriage covenant comes in. The commandments also emphasize that men should marry women to become one flesh. By no means should you engage in sexual activity with a woman unless you're committed to her for your life. And marriage is that commitment, the binding force. If you adhere to the laws and be sexually responsible, you'll be able to grow your family in the right direction. Look around you. So many families live hopelessly. They have no direction, no path to follow. But if you have these biblical masculine traits, people around you will trust you and understand that women need guidance. They want to be led by a man who fears God above all things. When you have these traits, your women will willingly submit to you. This also means that being the head of the family, you are in control of what your family members are watching, listening, or reading. The doctrines coming into your home. The rule of thumb is that the man teaches his standards to his woman, and she passes it to the children. Number 4. Maintain order and respect. One of the biggest traits of God is order. The world has been designed with such order, precision, and perfection that even a small imbalance of forces could destroy the whole universe. This trait is something all biblical men should also use in their life. Teach your women and children to maintain order and respect. This is why you should diligently teach, rebuke, train, and guide your house about the biblical and moral order. Just like we discussed before, if you neglect order, you'll see the chaos which may result in destroying your household. To run a household efficiently and successfully, you need to have a lot of patience and skill to split time. This time should be allocated for children, women under you, and the work you do. All men are the rulers of their own households. The Bible has commanded women to submit to their husbands, but make no mistakes about it. You're under a constant surveillance. The Most High is watching you how you rule your household. It's like that one saying, with great power comes great responsibility. Naturally, women respect leadership, even if some of them claim they don't want to get dictations. The latter will actually test you to see if they can walk over you. And if they see any room or any flaw in your role, they will lose respect for you. They will see you as a weak person, not suitable for that role. Apart from unfollowing you, they may well leave you to find someone stronger and more responsible. So look to the qualities of God and aspire to be more like them. Some of these include order, law, fear, reverence, discipline, friendship, mercy, and love. Family affairs are like any other business. To run a family smoothly and according to the guidance of God, these are the essential elements that must always be maintained, like a clear leader, a set of responsibilities, a set or rules for the followers, goals, consequences for actions, teaching and training, and respect for the authority, which is God at the very top. If you have these in place, you will flourish as a biblical man and see God guide your footsteps and bless you in everything you do. By the way, don't forget to show some love. Tap that subscribe button and hit like for the algorithm. To learn more about biblical principles, watch these videos here.